Hey, it's Steve and Caleb from Brownells, back at the range. At your request, we're going to take another look at this shotgun thing.
We are, yeah. So this is the third time we visited this in a SmythBuster. So is Birdshot better than Buckshot for home defense? Or is Birdshot good enough for home defense is really what it's all about. So this is the third time we're going to take a look at it. So the first time we talked about it, the second time we actually showed a little bit of it. And the conclusion we came to last time was that at the longest distance inside, like we use my home as an example. I don't have a huge house. And if it's not good enough for your longest engagement distance, then it's not good enough. And when we say longest engagement distance, we mean the one inside your home. Right. So if you take a look at the target behind us, it's probably just under my longest engagement distance in my house. So front door to back door on the first floor. And the theory behind it, before we actually start shooting here, Steve, is if I'm standing at one of the, let's say I hear a bump in the night out my back door, maybe my alarm's going off. I have a shotgun loaded with Birdshot at my back door, okay? Now, I turn around and there's a threat kicking in my front door, right? Which is more than one attacker, you know, more than one person in a home invasion scenario. Now I got to swing and shoot across that house, right? And my family's upstairs, I know they're good. I got to swing and shoot across the house at this target I can clearly see. Is Birdshot going to stop the threat, or is he just going to tank some Birdshot and then possibly shoot me? Or are we already engaged shooting at each other? I need to be able to stop a threat, right?
There might be a myth here. Somewhere in this there's a myth.
Somewhere there's a myth, and you know, is Birdshot good enough? Is it going to do it?
Right.
And the whole premise of this, the TLDR, is if it's not good enough for that longest distance, it's not good enough to use. That's it.
All right.
So let's test it out.
Let's find out.
All right. All right, so we're using a Beretta 1301 Tactical and 18.5-inch barrel, most common length for home defense shotgun. We got our gel down there, and we are using a number 6 shot here. So arguably the most common hunting round for shotguns, period. And to give it the best chance possible, we're also using high brass. Okay, so I'm gonna throw it into the gel. Here we go. Let's see what happened.
All right, here we are, and you managed to hit it.
I did, against, you know, all expectation. I put a nice good shot on it. So, Steve,
well, we did get some penetration.
We did, and penetration in ballistic gel is actually more than what you would expect in a body or through flesh and stuff. Not only that, but this thing wasn't wearing any clothing. And we're here in Iowa, and during the wintertime it gets cold, so people wear heavier clothing, right? Right. So you can expect that penetration to reduce even more. But this right here isn't shutting down any kind of vitals.
No.
You pretty much gotta aim for eyeballs at this point in a defensive situation to neutralize anything, you know. So again, the issue here is it wasn't good enough at the longest distance. So I cannot recommend it at all.
All right. How close you got to be for that stuff to work then?
You know what? Let's find out.
All right, let's give it a try.
Let's cut this distance in half and shoot it again.
Okay.
All right. Let's go for it.
All right. We moved the target back. We're at what? 9 yards?
9 yards exactly. We hit it with the old rangefinder. So we cut the distance roughly in half. And yeah.
Let's give this stuff a shot and see if it will penetrate any further.
Yeah, might as well.
Because
and we did take the same block and we just flipped it around. So we're shooting in the opposite end.
So you'll be able to see and compare and contrast both.
Yeah, I think it's actually going to do pretty good from this distance.
Well, let's see. So, okay.
Yeah, let's fire it up.
Fire it up.
And I am going to take a knee because that's lower than me, and because it's closer, I'm shooting at kind of more of an angle here. So yeah, let's see what we got.
Okay, we're here down on the 9 yard line, and what I'm seeing is a lot more penetration and a lot more pellets.
Yeah, we got not quite double the penetration at half the distance, but we did catch a lot more pellets.
Right.
Again, through heavy clothing, I thought, honestly, I thought it was going to do better than this.
Yeah.
I was expecting it to do better. And with heavy clothing, you can cut that penetration even further.
Right.
Depending on the material and stuff like that. But man, it's after seeing this, comparing it to buckshot, I would not use it. Because I mean, at that almost 20, not quite 20 yards, we were at about 18 yards at max distance there. And the buckshot did so well in that situation. And just so we don't have to reference the other video, let's throw some buckshot in here.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, we're back for the buckshot portion of this video, and we're gonna keep it at what, 9 yards?
Yeah, we're gonna keep it at 9 yards because in the last video, we already shot at the longer distance with the buckshot. So if you wanna see what that does, it's pretty impressive. Go check out the other video. And yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube or wherever, I'll try to link it down in the description. But yeah, so 9 pellet buckshot. Let's see what happens.
Regular load.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I think buckshot's the way to go.
Looks like you hit it. Okay, here we are down in Buckshot City, and you got 8 out of 9 in the gel.
Yeah, I've never been to Buckshot City, first time here actually. So yeah, there's we got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 actually went through and split the bottom of the board.
Yeah, this board's got a split going down right down the middle.
All the way down it.
Yeah.
That was wild.
That was a great shot.
And we did manage to capture 1 pellet in the bottom here.
1. The rest went all the way through.
Yeah, they zipped right through.
Yeah.
So buckshot is a really good choice, clearly.
The weight gives it momentum.
Yeah, and this is double aught buckshot. Honestly, any buck, it doesn't have to be double aught.
It can be single aught.
Yeah, single aught would do just fine here. The point is, your most common hunting round, number 6 birdshot, is not the good stuff.
Nope.
Some heavy turkey loads I'm sure would be fine too, but that's not what we're here to test. We're here to test the most common birdshot versus a double aught buckshot.
Right.
So.
Right. And I think we proved it.
We did, yeah. And if you're concerned with overpenetration, maybe don't use it. Maybe use a handgun. You know, maybe shotgun's not the way for you.
Or a pistol caliber carbine.
Yeah, a pistol caliber carbine would be great. Point is, your most common hunting, number 6 birdshot can get you killed.
Right. It's better than nothing.
It's better, yeah. Anything's better than nothing, but man, with all the choices out there today, there's no point in taking that risk.
Right.
So, is birdshot better than? I mean, is birdshot as good as buckshot for home defense?
I'd say busted.
Busted, yeah, for sure. So.
Well, if you disagree, you know where to sound off down in the comments. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and we'll see you with another episode of SmythBusters.